Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Bernie and Jill. We're bringing you another great episode with some great content. This time, it's about marketing, agencies versus in-house, what's better and why. Stay tuned. It's a beautiful weekend. We're coming to the end of summer here, Jill, and but the content from us just keep coming.
Yeah.
Lots of hammers coming today. We got some great topics lined up, and today let's get started with one that we hear all the time, which is marketing, right? Especially on the digital side. Is it better to do it in-house or is it better to outsource it?
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Well, I think there's pros and cons to both.
Yeah.
I think that both have their equal set of what's great about them and potentially where you're just giving and taking a little bit more.
Yeah.
I don't ever want to knock in-house marketing. I think that it's valuable, but I think together they are super strong.
Yeah.
We have a lot of clients who have in-house marketing as well. We work very closely with them. I do think some of the advantages of having a digital agency to support your in-house marketing is expertise, capabilities, cost, software and tools, diversity in terms of specialities. Also, it's more scalable.
Yeah.
And those are just some of the tops that I think are important.
Well, let's think about, too, that one of the ones you said there, which is important, which is kind of like pivoting off the experience. If something's not working or something is actually really working for someone else, you could take that and try it for another client that's in a different area, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, you get a lot of different insights running different accounts for people.
Yeah.
So it's not the first time that we've done something for an HVAC guy in, let's say, Colorado that has translated really, really well to someone in, I don't know, New Hampshire. Or likewise, competitive markets, Dallas, Florida, Arizona, you know?
Exactly.
So things really do translate across when it comes to advertising. So I definitely think that's probably the biggest benefit of having an agency.
Yeah.
But a lot of times people, and I don't think there's a right or wrong answer to yes or no, marketing versus in-house. It, like you said, is a combined approach. Mm-hmm. A lot of times when people come to us, they have somebody in-house that does their marketing, but they're mostly like focused on like the traditional side. Mm-hmm. And reporting and kind of getting numbers over, and they rely on someone like us for more of the digital SEO, PPC, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Another thing you have to think about is when you do have in-house marketing, there's not one person who can do it all. Like, I don't know anybody who can do SEO and Google ads and social media ads and email marketing and write content and have all the tracking set up correctly and do backlinks and do it all and do it well.
Even full-time.
Exactly.
If that was your full-time gig, there's no shot you're managing all that.
Yeah.
If you work 10 hours a day, you can't do it.
And if you do find someone who can do all of that, they're going to cost you a pretty penny.
Yeah, a lot of money, and they probably got guys like us helping them out.
Exactly.
Right? So when you're thinking about whether or not to hire an agency or an in-house person, what should you really be considering?
So in terms of being able to hire an agency, it's typically more cost effective.
Yep.
However, having that in-house person also to kind of direct and lead the agency so you can focus on your business, I think that that's where there's a great dynamic that can happen. But also in terms of hiring an agency, like you had mentioned before, like chances are we've already had a similar strategy for someone else in another part of the country or a similar client or a similar company. So we know what works. Yeah. And that's a huge advantage.
Yeah. And a lot of times too, when people come to us, like especially if I'm having an intro call with somebody and they'll give me a problem, and I say something like, and it's 100% true, is that's not even the first time I've heard that today, you know? Yeah. So we can usually help out and kind of translate that experience. I think at this point, if somebody brought us something really out of the ordinary, we would be shocked. You know, it's hard to shock an agency. Yeah. So tracking, problems always exist. They're mostly with tracking and some of the technical stuff, right?
Yeah. We do hear a lot of the same issues over and over and over again. And a lot of times it's even from an SEO standpoint, not even just tracking. Tracking is a huge part of it, but they'll come to us and say we had a client that we spoke to this week where they were like, we can't get our interior pages to move. Yeah. The needle is not moving, constantly ranking for blogs over and over and over again, but can't get those specific service level pages to rank. And we pointed everything out right away. Yeah. And they had been thinking about it for some time, wondering what the issue was.
Because it's guess what, buckaroo, look at your on page. You don't have any local modifiers in there. How do you like that?
Yep.
Little things usually they miss, and they're like, oh my God, are you serious?
Yes.
And it's yeah, dude, imagine what else you're missing.
Yep.
But yeah, I think that's a good place to start is your needs. What's the problem? What have you done to try to fix it so far? And it can never hurt to just get a consultation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if you guys are out there and this is something that you're considering, or your in-house person needs support, and you really should support your in-house people that you're paying so they can do better for themselves and everything. Yep. If that's something that sounds like you'd be interested in, let me or Jill know. We'd be happy to have a conversation with you, show you what's going on, tell you how we can support what's going on in-house, or become your kind of outsourced digital marketing partner.
Absolutely.
So, well, Jill, I think that's it. Everybody out there, have a great rest of your weekend. We will see you next Saturday.
Bye.